Welcome to Starbucks. It's Friday. Monday I got a meeting with Mr. Brooks. He canceled my meeting on Monday. I seen Brooke Learman. I gave Brooke Learman my information. It's Women's History Month. I'm at Starbucks and they're selling Women's History Month. Right here. That's Women's History Month. Alright? So I'm gonna give you the women of Maryland. Alright? I'm just gonna give you some of the women in Maryland, not all of them. We're gonna start because I was making a documentary about Baltimore. So I'm gonna show you the women of Baltimore, the women of Maryland, the women in Annapolis, the women in power. Yeah, we're gonna call this the women in power. I'm an activist in Baltimore. You feel me? The best of the best. Alright? I'm also an artist. Alright? That's the Maryland Volunteer Lawyers, Arts for the Lawyers. That's letters to Zion. That's movies covered under the First Amendment. That's BOPA. That's Vanessa Attenberry. This is arts, an investment in our future, in our community. That's Brooke Learman. That's Jackie Addison. That's Brooke Learman. You owe me $250 million. You women been stealing from me. You feel me? You women been stealing from me. Right here. So Brooke Learman, you gotta answer that. That's the Department of Justice. Asset recovery. Alright? And that's the Department of Justice. Nicole Porter. We talking about the women. We talking about the women that fought against slavery. When we talking about women that are fighting for slavery. Commode Motion. A documentary about your courts and the corruption in your courts. Go to Jackie Addison. I had a conversation with her at the beginning of the session. Ask her about that. Brooke Learman, you got my paperwork and you got a book. That book is my intellectual property. All right, and you got that February 20th. That's Vanessa Attenberry. She's reading my whistleblower's application. And like I said, I was making a movie. That's Natasha from the Public Defender's Office. That's Judge Carrion. Judge Carrion got my criminal charges. That's Delegate Sheila Roof. That's me, M&T Bank, Weaving a Better Baltimore. That's Judge Mary Barbera. That's the Maryland Black Caucus, and that's run by a black woman. That's Delegate Stephanie Smith. That's Marilyn Mosby and Tessa. All right? And we talking about the cover-up crew. Yeah, that's a movie and a book too. Like I said, that's Brooke Learman. And as a woman, you need to defend my rights. As the controller, I need an audit. I need an audit. The state committed fraud. They participated in fraud. They stole money from me. I'm a black Republican, a black radical Republican. We talking about Scott Shellenberger, the new face of old Jim Crow. Baltimore, Rewired, The Money Behind the Machine. That's another movie. I got 19 movies, 19 books. And Brooke Learman got my paperwork. Bill Ferguson got my paperwork. Corey got my paperwork. That's Scott Shellenberger. That's Andre Davis. And that's the Department of Justice, Robert Hardin. I'm not Emmett Till. Remember that. I'm not Emmett Till. We're going to talk about the women in politics. Campaign financing violations by Aisha Khan. You know who he is. That's Stephen Janis. We're going to talk about the 2014 elections. That's the Department of Justice. That's a whistleblower's application. It's criminal charges against Scott Shellenberger. So Brooke Learman, Bill Ferguson, Corey McCray. It's Women's History Month. No matter what month it is, I'm still supposed to get justice.
Governor Westmore, Brooke Learman, Attorney General Anthony Brown, Ivan Bates, Brave Boy. Y'all got to criminally charge Scott Shellenberger because he knowingly destroyed evidence, participated in fraud in the court. You can't just protect Scott Shellenberger and protect the criminal enterprise. That's the RICO Act. I'm looking for exoneration of the Supreme Court in 2024.
That's Maryland's prison industry. Governor O'Malley and Brown's money machine. That's the toilet I put in Towson. That's my producer, Rob Fix. And that's Aisha Brave Boy. We talking about the cover-up crew. Right here. It's you and me, kid. Everything I've been doing since 2006 is documented. Social media for social change, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. I started with MySpace, and I'm going to stay in your face. Brooke Learman, you got a job to do. I gave you the shirt, but the book is my intellectual property. It's also evidence. Exoneration of the Supreme Court, that's my battle cry. It's your legacy. Black History Month, Black History all year round. Women History Month, yeah, Women's History Month.